Welcome back guys, GTS Garage. Today's episode is going to be about bikes, about rallies and about an advanced motorcycle course. So roll the credits and then we'll crack on. Okay, today we're going to talk about the motorcycles. Yesterday I didn't film a thing, and I have to be honest, I didn't film because I was in a bit of a rush, and to video it and to do it just doubles the amount of time that you need, and then you've got to go and make the and then you've got to actually make the video, edit the video and put the video online, which all takes additional time. So I've got the Voluntary up and running. Last year it failed its MOT. It had a binding rear brake which I addressed through replacement of the pot and the caliper, and the back wheel now goes round and it brakes when you brake, and then it releases when you let go of the brake, and it actually works as it should. So the back brake is now done. The lights at the front are done. There was a contact issue with the front headlight which was a pain in the arse, but I've got that fixed. Also got the indicators fixed. So there was a delay when you pushed the indicator left or right. There was about a 1 second delay, and that was enough to fail the MOT on, which I thought was a bit strange, but never mind. So the Voluntary is now done. The Tiger went for an MOT and it failed on chain and rear sprocket, or just the chain, but you know, if you're going to change the chain, change the rear sprocket, front sprocket, do the full job, which I did. So I ordered those and I got that done. Again, didn't put that up in a video because there are hundreds of videos showing you how to do that. So I didn't put that up, so I managed to get that one done, past the MOT. That now expires on the 7th of April 2018. So I've got a year ticket on that, and I'll have a year's ticket on the Voluntary by the end of this week. Let's make that a goal. By the end of this week, both those bikes will be MOT'd. Why are they being MOT'd? Other than the fact that it's the law, obviously. The reason they're being MOT'd is because they're going to be for sale. Both of those are being for sale. I've already purchased another bike. So the Tiger is a lovely bike, don't get me wrong, it is a lovely bike. But when I bought it first, when I first brought it, it was on the thing, it was going to be big enough for myself, it was going to be big enough for my wife, and kind of it's not as comfortable as it could be for those long journeys. And when I talk about long journeys, I mean 6 or 7 hours in the seat every day. It's not designed for that, especially if you're designed for 2 up and then all your luggage, because we like to go camping, we don't stop in hotels. And the Tiger does a reasonable job at it, but it doesn't do a great job at it. And there are bikes out there that would do a great job of that. And that is what I've purchased. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I pick it up on Saturday, hopefully. Now it's my anniversary on the 7th. So anniversary on the 7th and the 8th we're away, but I'm hoping to sneak off for an hour on the 8th on that Saturday, pick the new bike up, drop it home and then bugger off. So that is the plan. So I've got a kind of space where this camera is, I've got my space ready for the new bike, and as I said, these two will be gone hopefully very soon while they've still got a full ticket on them. Okay guys, on to the project bike. The project bike was always designed to be a learning experience, and it has been. It's been a very good learning experience. It was never about getting up, getting run and getting sold. Never about that. So I brought it, it only cost me a couple of £100, and I wanted to nut and bolt restore, take it right down to the frame, powder cut the whole lot, bring it back up, change everything that was shit, and that is exactly what I have done. So I've invested quite a lot of money in it. I'm never likely to see that money again. So I've invested quite a lot of money, so it will be finished. It is just not my #1 priority. So at the moment I'm busy stripping the tank, and the ideal was to strip that back to bare metal, put a design on it, clear coat and throw it back on. That leaves me with the seat, and that leaves me with the exhaust. So they will be the two. They tend to be expensive items as well, but that is what it is. So once that is done, I've then got to sort out what I'm going to do with the handlebars, in as much as what controls are going on there, and then that's it. So push that bike to one side, it is still being worked on. Tiger we've discussed the Voluntary, we've also discussed the main bike, or what will be the main bike. So On to rallies. Basically, rallies, I am number 184, I think you can see that, of the Round Britain Rally. Now, I've got to be honest, the difficulty of the rally, see, it escaped me first of all. I knew there was, I think this year there are 82. The other thing I should say, and the caveat above this, is I cannot discuss the physical locations of the landmarks. I'm not allowed to do that, otherwise I get disqualified. So I'm not going to do that, but what I am going to show you is that is just England. So there are 42 locations, the length and breadth of England to visit. And I've just completed one, so that's all I've done at the moment. I've just managed to find out the location. So what they'll do, so I'll give you a thing, what they do is they give you a county and a region, a landmark and the location, and when they say location they'll just say Essex. You've then got to go through and work out using Ordnance Survey maps and looking at Google Maps and all those other research things that you can do online, the actual address of where these landmarks physically are, and then they give you a point for finding it. Done, simple. But there are some very, very obscure sites. But I've managed to get, I got this list on the 19th and it's taken me to the 4th. So it's taken me the best part of 13 days to work out 42 locations in the England. So I'm still working through Scotland. I've then got Wales to do as well after that. Once I have them, is then coming up with a map that takes me in the shortest period of time around all those locations and lets me hit about 70%. I don't think I'm going to get 100% of them because, as I said, they are fairly obscure. So that is it for the rallies. I may be going to the on the 28th to the Into the Valley rally. I may do. It depends. I break up on the Saturday. When I say break up, I stop work on the Saturday and I'm off for a week. But by the time I get up there, because that's probably about a 5 or 6 hour journey for me, by the time I get up there, it's going to be, it'll probably be Saturday afternoon. I just don't know if I'm going to make it because there's other stuff that I have to do. So I may be missing the Into the Valley. But we will be heading up the Saturday or the Sunday and we'll be spending about a week up along the Scottish borderline and trying to knock out some of these at the same time as having a well-deserved break. And then we will be down in Cheshire on the 20th, on the, I think it's the 3rd of May, and we will be there at the NABD 26 rally, which promises to be an absolutely awesome event. So we will be there. So they're the rallies in this month. I've got probably about 5 or 6 lined up for the next couple of months, but they're the 2 for this month, being April and May. Okay, so that's the rallies done. The topic of conversation this year, my wife, I'll go back one step, my wife, lovely wife, brought or paid for a membership, a yearly membership to the Advanced Motorcyclist course. She enrolled me on an advanced motorcycle course back in January. So if you're going to do it, you may as well do it when it's pouring rain. And they're all run in a very similar way. It's about a strategic way of riding and of driving. But it's basically they give you a formula that you use. I think it's information. I think it's information, position, steering, gears, acceleration. I think it's those 5. They also talk about the stability, safety and view, and they teach you all these lovely acronyms that kind of explain what you should be doing and why you should be doing them. One of the nice things that I wasn't expecting, it's a nice reset of the way that you think on a bike. When I say it's a reset, is as you get more and more experience on the bike, you pick up bad habits, you take more risks, you become more confident. That's part of becoming more confident. But that confidence can sometimes be a detriment to everything else, including safety. So when I say it's a mental reset, it's a mental reset. It forces you to think a different way. And some of those risks and some of those, that style of riding that you were potentially doing previous, you kind of get back out of doing it. And it allows you to kind of mentally think, is this a safe thing to do? Whereas before you may have just done it. Not saying you ride like an angel, because I certainly don't ride like an angel all the time. I guarantee you I still do stupid stuff on the road, but the amount of time when I do stupid stuff, I like to think that I've actually thought through the stupid stuff that I'm about to do. It's not impulsive, whereas before my stupid stuff was basically impulsive, just like everybody else on the road. You see it and just go for it, rather than actually you see it, you kind of work out what the chances of you walking away. And that's what I should be doing, and that's what I tend to do a lot more now since I've started that course. So why isn't the advanced motorcyclist course mandatory for everybody, whether you are in a car and you take it in a car, or on a bike and you take it on a bike? And I believe you need CBT, your theory test, your DAS course. That takes you for 1 year. And then after 1 year, you then have to do the advanced motorcyclist for a year, or advanced car for a year, and then you get your full license. And then I would go on and I'll go even further than that, and I would say you have to do it, and you have to do no test. And I must say, there would be no test on this, but you have to do a refresher every 10 years. And you have to go out with somebody, and it's not a pass or a fail, it is just a case of it's that mental reset that people need, I think. That's what I would suggest. What do you think? Leave your comments in below as always. I hope you are well, guys. The weather is lovely out there, or has been certainly for the last 2 weeks, so this may actually be spring rather than that fake spring that we saw back in February. Alright guys, you take care of yourself, and I will see you very soon. Take care, bye bye.